Special thanks to Patreon supporter Destroyer of Worlds for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KAMAZ-43269 here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the BPM-97. The BPM-97 is the Russian military designation for the KAMAZ-43269 Vystrel 4x4 wheeled mine-resistant ambush-protected MRAP vehicle. It is produced fitted with several different turrets like the one of the BTR-80A. The vehicle is based on the KAMAZ-43269 and, as the name suggests, was designed for the Russian border guards. The latest model has bulletproof side windows and no gun turret. It has been ordered by Kazakhstan and by the National Guard of Russia, Federal Prison Service, and Emercom. So a pretty interesting little vehicle here. It's a very interesting design one, to say the very least. Kind of sleek, but also weirdly designed. It's got a really large back to it, which kind of sticks off the rear, or kind of past the rear axle, which I think makes the build look a little interesting. Definitely something unique and kind of a cool build. Should be a fun modern Russian armored personnel carrier to add to your fleet of vehicles, and kind of a more, I guess, on comparison to kind of an American MRAP in terms of kind of what they were going with building these MRAPs and stuff to protect troops and kind of these 4x4 type utility vehicles. So I'd say it's kind of the Russian almost equivalent of those type of MRAPs, though it definitely is kind of unique in its own sense. But before we go and jump into taking a look at this vehicle, I do want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter Destroyer of Worlds for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more, you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in my video description, to where you can go and put a small amount to it, and in doing so, earn a vehicle request you're choosing. It really helps support the content on the channel, and you earn the cool benefit of a vehicle request if you're choosing every month. You are a patron, so definitely feel free to check it out again if you're interested. But without further ado, let's go and jump in here to take a look at the BPM-97. So this vehicle here, pretty interesting overall. As I mentioned, this has this really weird back overhang to it. It's a pretty small type vehicle, but also has these massive wheels for the size of this vehicle. So pretty interesting. We got a lot of nice detailing here on the front. It does have these little vents on the front hood, and I think that using the lecterns here in this style actually really worked pretty well for it, so I'm actually really happy with the way that came out. We have obviously had the front bumper here, the different lights and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. As we progress further back, we have the wheels, the what would be theoretically the door here for it, and just all the top detailing, hatch up on top here. This external tank of some sort, could be fuel, not 100% sure. And then we have the hatch here on the back for the personnel to disembark the vehicle if need be. So overall, pretty fun little build. I think it should be a fun addition to add to your modern Russian forces, especially as kind of a smaller MRAP type vehicle. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer here, we're going ahead and start with layer 1. For layer 1 to get started with, here we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone stairs upside down back to back to each other, just like so. And then we want to go ahead and place down 3 dark oak trapdoors back. And we're going to go ahead and place down our second 2 polished blackstone stairs back to back like so. After that, go into this first stair here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3. Or actually, sorry, only 2 stone top slabs over. And then 2 polished blackstone upside down stairs back to back. Then 1, 2, 3 dark oak trapdoors back. And then again 2 polished blackstone upside down stairs back to back like so. And 2 stone top slabs across in between those stairs like so. After that, we want to go then skip a space, basically, or 2 spaces back from the stone top slab, and we're going to then place down 2 dark oak trapdoors across like that in line with our center there. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 1. Pretty straightforward stuff. Here's a top-down view. And with that, let's jump into layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to get started with here, we're going to place down a set of 2 polished blackstone stairs back to back on top of these upside down stairs here. So just like this for each one of our wheels. And in between them, on top of these stone top slabs, we're going to place down some anvils like that across. Now we then want to go ahead and grab our green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 4 across this section here. Then 2 rows of 2, filling in our mid section. And also on the side here, we're going to place down a tripwire hook like that to both sides. One thing I am also going to do for the sides here is I'm going to take some green stained glass panes. I'm just going to place down 1 and 2 green stained glass panes here on the sides, like so. At this point, going ahead and moving to the very front, we're going to go and take our dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a row of, or actually, my bad, it's first going to be a row of 2 green terracotta across, and then a row of 2 of upside down stairs, and then an upside down corner stair to both sides. Coming off those corner stairs, we want to go and then place down a item frame. So, item frame here to both sides. In those item frames, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a orange concrete block. And we're going to go ahead and then follow this up with a dark oak wood sign coming off those stairs like so. We then want to take our mossy cobblestone walls, place down a row of 2 here across. Actually, no dark oak wood signs there, instead fence gates, so my bad. So fence gates on both sides. Just a quick side note that if you are on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, you'll not be able to place down fence gates and item frames in the same block space. If that's the case, then just go ahead and place down the fence gates. Really, if you're on Java, you have the extra luxury of putting this extra detail there with the orange in those item frames, but not a priority. Just go ahead and kind of make do with what you guys have. At this point here, we're going to then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor. We'll just place it there both sides, but we're going to go and leave it as that for the front there. At this point, moving to the back, we're going to then take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 2 of top slabs across here, followed by a second row of 2, then a dark oak wood trapdoor on the sides there of those stairs, and kind of close them or open them, however you want to look at it, so that they're sitting flat up against the front of the stair there. And then after this, we're going to place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood fence gates, open them toward the back, and we're going to then place down dark oak wood signs coming off those fence gates. After that's done, we're going to then place down a top slab coming off the side there of those fence gates. And after we have that all done there, that right there will basically wrap up what we have there for layer 2. Taking a look at it from above, this is what it should look like from a top-down view. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving into our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3 to start with, we're going to place down an item frame on top of these 2 dark oak wood trapdoors, snowballs in those item frames, and the space in between those trapdoors, we're going to place down dark oak wood stairs. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some lecterns. We're going to place down a row of 2 here, and then a second row of 2 directly back from those. And then on top of the lecterns here, we're just going to place down some green carpet, so we create that design there for the front hood. After that's done, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood upside down stair to both sides like so. And we're going to then place down a dark oak wood top slab, a dark oak wood upside down stair like so. Actually, we'll place it down like this. So upside down like so to both sides. And then go back from the stair, we're going to place down another upside down stair just like that. Now once that's done, we want to go then using our debug stick. So if you're on Java, we're going to be going ahead and using our give command here to give us a debug stick. So /give add player debug stick. And we can go ahead and use the debug stick here on the side of this stair to go ahead and rotate the direction of the lever. So we're going to do selected facing. We're going to go ahead and rotate this so it connects up to this block here. And same thing is going to be done over here. So just like this, and it's going to rotate and connect there. So it'll be just like that on both sides there, coming up that stair, if you're on Java. If you're on Bedrock or another version, you can go ahead and just place down a dark oak wood fence gate and have it open toward the stair. That will also work for this situation. On the inside here between these stairs, we're just going to place down dark green terracotta, followed by a second row 2 of green terracotta, and then a spruce wood upside down stair on both sides. We're going to place down there 2 green terracotta blocks, a dark oak wood upside down stair again on both sides, followed by another 2 green terracotta blocks, a dark oak wood upside down corner stair on both sides, then another row of 2 green terracotta, dark oak wood upside down stair again to both sides, and then a row of 4 of green terracotta across, followed by a row of 2 of stripped spruce wood, green terracotta block to both sides there, and then 2 tripwire hooks there along those blocks. And after that's all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have for layer number 3 for the build. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving into our final layers, which will basically consist of layers 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So with that, let's go ahead and move into layers 4 through 8. Alright guys, go ahead and moving into our final layers, we have layers 4 through 8. For these layers to go ahead and get started with here, we want to go ahead and start off by placing down a lever that will be on top of this dark liquid upside down stair, and we're going to have a flick to both sides with a zombie head coming off those levers. After that, we're going to go then also place down a zombie head here at a slight angle on top of these levers, just like that to both sides there for basically our side mirrors. When we get to this point, we're going to then place down a row of 2 of nether brick slabs here, followed by a dark liquid slab, which will be to the left side, and over here to the other side, we're going to place down a dark liquid stair like so. Now we then want to go ahead and also grab carpet. We're going to place down a green carpet on top of this dark liquid top slab, or sorry, it should be an upside down stair there. And then over here, coming off this stair here, we're going to place down a zombie head going forward like so. Now after this, we're going to place down a row of 2 of black stained glass panes, or sorry, full blocks across, and then a nether brick stair like this to both sides. After that, we want to go and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark liquid stairs along the side here. Same thing on both sides. And on the very back, we're going to go ahead and just place down a spruce upside down stair like this to both sides there to create that door. And we then want to go and take black concrete and place it here behind those spruce stairs. And then after that, we're just going to go ahead and fill in the space here in the middle with 3 rows of 2 of green terracotta. After that, we're going to then take our item frames. We'll place down 1, 2, 3 item frames, and then 1, 2, 3 black concrete in those item frames. Same thing over here. On the side of the middle 3 stairs of that row of 5 of dark liquid. And we then want to go ahead and take our dark liquid sides and place them here on the sides of these stairs. So same thing over here to both sides there. And then going to the top here of this stair here, we're going to place down a dark liquid trapdoor. Then 2 green carpet, followed by 2 rows of 2 of spruce wood trapdoors, another row of 2 of green carpet, and 2 daylight detectors right here. We're going to then place down a dark liquid fence post on top of these 2 stairs here, and we're just going to go ahead and go up from that fence post with 3 iron bars. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. After that, we want to go then place down a row of 2 of dark liquid trapdoors coming off those spruce wood stairs, 2 green shulker boxes to their sides upside down, or back to back I should say. Item frames on the side there are those blocks, and then green terracotta in those item frames, just like that for that rear kind of fuel canister. And with that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up my tutorial here for the BPM-97 Vystrel. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This will be the thing from the side of the build link to my channel or this video if this does appear in social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun, and all that fun stuff. Again, the big special links to Patreon supporter Destroyer of Worlds for making this tutorial possible, and as always, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been good to before, and I'll see you guys next time.